Hi everybody, it's a different sort of vlog coming from me today. I'm quite excited about it. There was a company that reached out to me at the beginning of the year and I didn't respond because I had a lot on. And then I saw some other vloggers sharing some makes, and as you know, I don't always do a lot of sort of sponsored videos. This isn't sponsored, I've not been paid to do it, but the item has been gifted to me. And as I saw them sort of doing their bags, I thought, I'm sure they contacted me. So I reached out and yeah, here we are. So I hope you enjoy it. It is sewing related and I'm going to kind of take you through my progress. Fingers crossed, because it's a bit of a, not a skill, but a bit of different sort of sewing for me. So the company is called Babylon Leather and they specialise in handmade, so you make them, handmade leather bags. So I've got my kit here. There are always links that you get a video link so you can follow it step by step. The link for the bag that I've made was, the video was being updated, so there was a little bit of delay in me making it and filming it, but it's all done now and I'm ready to get going with it. So very easy to make. Anybody could make them. One of the ladies on my Sew Virtual, her and one of her daughters have made them. They said they come out absolutely beautifully. There are absolutely loads of designs on the website, so do check it out. I'll try and do like a screen grab and I can put some of them up there. It took me quite a while to choose which bag I wanted to make, because I prefer a crossbody bag. I didn't want one too big. They do some beautiful ones that look a bit like the Kelly bag and bags like that, like a Birkin type bag. But that's not the sort of handbag that I use anymore. I'm more of a casual bag wearer, if that makes sense. So obviously you just get everything that you need in a box. It wasn't an outer wrapper and it's been on my cutting area for a while, so it's been nicely protected in that cardboard just there. It's all made with top grain cowhide leather. And is there anything else I need to let you know about it? Right, I'll show you it because it's all like pre-cut leather pieces. So let me open the box. So everything comes all nicely wrapped inside the box. I've picked out a tan leather. I'll show you some of the pieces, but then I'll put them on my desk and try to get some footage that way. So first of all, you get a component sheet. So everything that you need, you can check off and know that it's there. I have, and it is. You do get a couple of extras, like a little scarf that you can fasten on. There's two of those. One's a little bit longer than the other one. And you've got a bag here with all of your bits and pieces that you need. So the straps in there, you've got a screwdriver there, all of your hardware's in there, and thread. When you order it, you can choose whether you want a matching thread or the white thread, and the needles and everything are in there. So this is stitched with, I'll put it on the screen because I've just forgotten the name of it, the 2-needle process saddle stitch, that's the one. So I've watched the video a couple of times. I'm a video learner personally anyway, and yeah, the technique seems quite easy. On the video it tells you how much thread to cut off for each piece that you're going to do. So it'll say cut like double the width of the leather, twice the width, 4 times the width. It tells you how to finish the ends. It takes you through it step by step. So I do feel, having watched that I feel quite confident that I could do it. Now obviously I would class myself as an intermediate sewist, I would say, but I do think certainly Catherine and Freddie, who I mentioned, they're both quite new to sewing this year, so it's definitely something that, you know, can be a beginner project, and I think it would be a really nice gift for somebody as well. Now I've got an affiliate code that gets you 10% off, so I'll put that on the screen now, and the code is DOTTY10 with a capital D, but I will put it on the screen and there will be a link to the code in the description box as well. So this bag came in red and this tan leather, but my daughter had just given me a leather bag that I gave to her for Christmas a few years ago that she's not using, and I wanted something that was quite neutral. I've got my brown on today, I'm wearing a lot of brown, so this is the tan, which is perfect for the things that I'm wearing this season. And you can see the finish of the leather just there. It's really soft, feels really natural, and that's the back of it just there, so smooth that on the back. everything comes, hopefully you'll be able to see it, pre-punched. So obviously if you're making leather bags, you can buy a tool that does this, but you don't need to do anything with this. Every hole that you need is punched into this. So there are smaller ones, my camera's picking that up great, along the top there. The zip panel comes like this. So the zip's already on, you've not got to put the zip on or cut it out. And you can see, maybe you'll see it better on this side, you've got the holes there for the stitching here, and here on the sides. I've got another bag with all the smaller parts in. Yeah, everything's here that you would need. Some little, I don't know what they are, I'll have to work out when I get to them. It just says tool, 6 long pieces. I don't know if that's for holding them together actually. I think somebody else mentioned that. So all the bits are there. That's what I was looking for. It's a bit like the, is it the Amaze horse that you can hang off it? I probably won't put that on because I'm trying to go for quite neutral, but I think I probably would put the scarf on the finished version. So I'm going to put everything out on the desk, take some pictures, and I'm going to make a start with it this afternoon. And then I think I'm going to do it a little bit at a time. It's quite nice to do some hand sewing. I do EPP and I quite enjoy that. So I'm figuring over the next few days I'm just going to come and do an hour of it here and there, and I'll see how long it takes me to put it together, and then I'll be back to you with the final result. Hi, so I thought I would jump back on. It's now 5:30 on Thursday, and I thought I'd show you where I'm up to. So I'm very carefully following the video. It's definitely fine for beginners. You are using a different sort of stitch, so it's different to stitching in general anyway, and I'm not a hand stitcher. But I just keep playing the little bit of the video and then playing it back. The only tip I would recommend is I just went into my settings on YouTube and changed it from like normal speed, which is 1.0, to 0.75, because it is a little bit fast. I'd heard people say that before, but you know, you can just stop, start and go back. It's no bother at all. I have got my thread ready for the next piece, so I've got both needles threaded, but I think that'll be tomorrow now. So the first thing I did with this bag was, this is the front, and I've just attached the little loop here which forms the front of the bag, and then the next part is also part of the front of the bag. So you're doing that saddle stitch effect. It's a decorative effect on this, you're not sewing it to anything, and then you join those stitches together and then you stop with that. I'm just doing exactly what the video said. And then the next thing is the other side of the bag. You've got two sides to this, so this is the right side, the outer side, and then this is the pocket on the inside. So I've just gone around with that. It wasn't tricky to sew, but it was trickier because you're trying to keep 3 pieces of leather together, but the holes completely line up. I'm really impressed by that part so far. It does tell you to put what I would call a bit of a stay stitch, so whichever side you're starting, to go to the opposite corner and put a bit of a stay stitch in there, just to help to keep it in place, to help with those lining up. And then it's just asked me to get these 2 bits out, which I think are to do with the strap, and measure the thread. And yeah, I'm gonna have a cup of coffee and pick it up tomorrow. It's dark now at 5:30 in the UK, but I'm enjoying it so far, and it's nice to do, pick it up, put it down. At this point I could literally put everything back into the box and pick it up in a few days time, but I'm ahead with my sewing projects and I'm really looking forward to getting this finished now. I'm getting a bit excited, so I'll see you for the next stage. Hi, so I thought I'd give you a little progress update. It's been a few days and I thought I'd show you where I'm up to. So I now have, the zip is fitted, the base is obviously all fitted to the zip. There's a live thread dangling there. I've got 3 of the bottom feet on. I'm working my way around here. I'm actually on the final side, so it's dark, you obviously can't see inside. I won't show you the front yet because I'd rather show you when it's all finished and lovely. So I've just took my time with it. You do get some thimbles with it, but I actually have a silicone thimble that I've been using, and I did pull out my beeswax to do with the thread, just to sort of help that go through. But I've got plenty of thread left, and yeah, I've just changed the needles a couple of times, but the holes have lined up really, really nicely. It's just a project that is nice to kind of start, come back to, and actually my back's been off is the only way to put it, and I have actually was stitching it in bed the other day because I thought I need to sort of try to sit up a bit and do something. Isn't it awful when you're used to doing things and you just can't do something? So hopefully the next update will be the finished bag, so come back and check it out then. Hello, so for you it's been a moment, for me it's been a couple of weeks because I made a bit of a faux pas and I got to the point where this project was finished and went to attach the strap, which you'll see I couldn't just use any strap, and I've misplaced it. Possibly when I sorted all of my patterns out the other week and there was loads of paper everywhere. It's gone. We searched and searched and I was kind of, ooh. Anyway, Babylon Leather were amazing and said, please don't worry, these things happen, we will pop one in the post, and it arrived today, so I'm finally relieved to show you the finished bag. So are you ready? I have took some pictures, so I will drop those in at this final stage. I've got ones of me wearing it and some close-ups of it as well. Now I'm going to do that thing that all people who sew do. So I have stitched this to the best of my ability. Is it perfect? Probably not. Do I love it? Absolutely. And could anybody make one? Yes. So, are you ready, guys? Here we go. Here is my finished bag. So the strap, this is what I mean about the strap. So if you remember going back a little while when I was doing these pieces here, the strap is intrinsic, so it comes round and it slots through here, and it is adjustable. You can see there are holes there. So this is the front. You've got the little tag on the front there, and you do have the little I showed you at the beginning, the little scarf, and also the little leather horse that you can attach. I'm going plain, I like plain. And on the back of it you've got this pocket, which is perfect for just bottoms, maybe putting some change or something in. And you've also got a pocket which is the same on the inside. I'm just letting it focus there. So I've shown you a lot of details already. You can see it's got triple rows of stitching here, which I've obviously done all of them, and the zip in the middle. It's got a double ring pull. Let me just move that up. So it's got 2 ring pulls, so you can open it and get into your bag. Obviously with being leather, it's not lined, and that's fine. I think if it had been maybe a bigger bag, I would have found it slightly less challenging to sort of get into to do these sides. However, I did manage it. It was absolutely fine. And yeah, so you've got the feet on the bottom there. Obviously that work that I did, what feels like ages ago now. And there we go. So I'll just pop it on my arm here, but as I say, you will have seen probably by now some pictures of it as well. So I could wear it crossbody. I'd need to lengthen it just slightly. I think I can go one more hole, but I'd probably use it as a shoulder bag. It sits perfectly there for me. So overall I am absolutely really happy with it. And if you're watching this in November, December in 2025, there is a Black Friday special which is 30% off, and I've already shared it but I'll put it in again. I have a discount code for 10% off. So if you use my discount code, which will be coming on the screen now, and it'll also all be in the description box, and I think it finishes on the 5th of December, you would get 40% off using the Black Friday 30% and my 10%, which is pretty incredible, isn't it? So if you do want to go and check that out, please do. There is a huge range of bags, and since I initially looked at them, there's been some new bags come on as well. But I hope you've enjoyed that video. I hope it's given you some ideas, and yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you very soon.